have to do is we have to find the word in the text. So we have to look for the word magnitude. So it's right here somewhere in our short story, pages 4 and 5. Let's look for the word magnitude. What page do we see as magnitude on? What page? Can somebody find it?
Page 5.
Yeah, it's in page 5. Okay? So we see it's in page 5. What paragraph? What paragraph is it on?
3.
Paragraph 3. So everybody needs to identify the word magnitude. We've identified it here in paragraph 3, and go ahead and circle it. This is the word that we're trying to figure out context clues for. So what we're going to do now is we need to read this paragraph and use context clues on how we can try to figure out what magnitude means. So right now, we do not know what magnitude means. So we need to figure that out. We need to use clues from this paragraph to figure out what magnitude means. So let's read this paragraph together. Measuring quakes. Scientists can measure the strength or magnitude of an earthquake with an instrument called a seismograph. In one type of seismograph, seismic waves cause a drum to vibrate as a weighted pen records the vibrations. The longer the lines, the greater the energy released by the quake. So just by reading this paragraph, what are some clues? What are some context clues that we could use that will help us figure out what magnitude means? Any volunteers? George, what do you think? What's a context clue that will help us figure out what this word magnitude means?
Strength.
Strength, exactly. So as we see right here in the text, it's telling us that scientists can measure the strength or magnitude. So just like when we're dealing with math problems, it's like it's either this or this. So that means it's the same. So when they have that keyword or right there, it's telling us that strength or magnitude is pretty much about the same thing. Magnitude is very similar to this word strength. So we have this keyword right here. We can underline strength right here. And then we're going to fill this in for our context clue. So our context clue we can fill in is where it says strength or magnitude. That sentence right there where it has the word magnitude in there helps us learn that magnitude is dealing with something with strength. So when we think of magnitude, now we can think of strength. And we know what strength is, you know how strong somebody is. So now we can get a better understanding of what magnitude is. It's talking about strength, how strong something's going to be. Okay? So now let's come up with a definition. Let's come up with a definition together of what magnitude is. So what is the definition of magnitude that we could use? Juan, tell us. We know that the context clue, this word magnitude means strength. So what's a definition? Tell me a definition that you could use. What is it, Juan? What do you think? What's a definition that we could use? So we know that it's about how strong something's going to be, So what's a definition that we can make that's going to tell us how strong something's going to be? What do we think, Juan? Okay, we'll have George help you. Phone a friend. George, go ahead and help Juan. What's a definition that we can make for magnitude?
How strong an earthquake is?
Yeah, exactly. We could say that magnitude is going to tell us how strong an earthquake is. That's an example, a definition that we can make, is how strong an earthquake is. So everybody go ahead and fill this in now. So our definition of this word magnitude, we figure it out by analyzing the text that magnitude means strength. It's talking about how strong something is. So our definition that we can make, since we're talking about earthquakes in our story, we know that magnitude is going to tell us how strong